How do doctors thread a wire into your beating heart while you're lying there awake, feeling almost nothing? They do it by turning an X-ray into a movie. You know an X-ray as a single flash. Hold still, one photo, done. But point that same beam at a screen and leave it running, and you get live video of the inside of a body. This is fluoroscopy. The machine that does it is a great C-shaped arm that swings around you, beam on one side, detector on the other. On the detector, X-rays become a picture you can watch in real time. Now the trick. A doctor slides a thin tube, a catheter, into an artery in your wrist or your groin. Metal blocks X-rays, so on the screen, that tube stands out sharp and dark, and they follow it, up the arm, into the chest, curving into the heart, all steered by what they see live. You feel pressure, not pain. The inside of your arteries has no sense of touch. This one machine turned surgery inside out. Instead of opening you up to see, doctors see first, then reach in through a pinhole. But a beam that runs for an hour, not 1/100th of a second, comes with a cost we'll get to. First, how do you see blood that X-rays can't?
Here is a problem. Blood and the vessels carrying it are nearly invisible to X-rays. Soft tissue barely stops the beam. So how do you map a river you cannot see? You make it visible. Doctors inject a dye loaded with iodine, and iodine is dense enough to soak up X-rays. The instant it flows through, the vessels light up on the screen, like ink spreading through water. That's angiography, an image of your blood in motion. But there's still a problem. Bone. Your ribs and spine sit right on top of the vessels, cluttering the view. So the computer plays a clever trick called subtraction. It takes one picture the moment before the dye arrives, just your skeleton, and subtracts that from every frame after. The bones vanish. What's left is a pure glowing map of your circulation, nothing else. On that map, a trained eye finds the danger fast. A narrowing, starving the heart. A clot blocking the brain. A thin-walled bulge, one bad day from bursting. For 100 years, finding the problem was the whole job, and fixing it meant open surgery. Not anymore. Because once they can see it live, they can reach it and repair it without ever picking up a scalpel.
This is the part that still sounds like science fiction. A blocked artery in the heart used to mean cracking open a chest. Today, it means a pinhole in the wrist. A doctor threads a balloon folded flat all the way to the blockage on the live X-ray, inflates it to crush the buildup against the wall, and leaves behind a tiny metal scaffold, a stent, that holds the vessel open for good. Blood pours back through. The patient walks out the same day. The same idea reaches further than the heart. In a stroke, a clot has slammed shut an artery to the brain, and brain cells are dying by the million every minute. A team races a catheter up into the brain, grabs the clot with a mesh or suction, and pulls it out, physically dragging the blockage from the vessel and restoring the flow. Minutes matter more here than almost anywhere in medicine. And for that weak, bulging aneurysm, they steer a tube thinner than spaghetti into the brain and pack the bulge with a hair-fine platinum coil until it seals from the inside. No opening the skull. All of it, every repair, riding on an X-ray that never switches off. And that endless beam is exactly where the danger hides. Everything you've seen runs on radiation that stays on for the length of the procedure, and that has a price. Point a beam into the same patch of skin for an hour, and the dose there stops being an abstract long-term risk. It can cross a line and become a real injury, a burn that reddens and blisters days later, like a sunburn that arrives a week after the sun. It's a rare thing, and teams fight it. They watch the dose to your skin live and keep moving the beam so no single spot takes too much. There's a cost to the room, too. The doctor stands beside you the whole time. Most of their dose is scatter, X-rays bouncing off you in every direction, so they wear lead, hide behind lead glass, and live by 3 rules: less time, more distance, more shielding. And the dye itself demands respect. Your kidneys have to clear every drop, so they screen and hydrate you first. So weigh it. A scan that can burn, a team that takes a little radiation every day, a dye you have to handle with care, in exchange for reaching your heart, your brain, your arteries, and fixing them without a single cut. That's the deal fluoroscopy offers, and it's one of the best trades in medicine. If a clot ever shut an artery to your brain, would you want a team that could pull it out through your wrist? Tell us below. And if you haven't seen how those brain cells die by the million, that story is one tap away.